People in a Cumbrian village are fighting to take over a disused care home so that people who live in the village don't have to move miles away from friends and family when they get old. Campaigners say it could be a blueprint for social care in rural areas, but the plan has hit a snag. The council is refusing to let them buy the building. Here's our health correspondent, Jill Dummigan.
Twice a week, Staveley Village Hall hosts warm spaces, a chance for a hot bowl of soup and a catch-up.
It's mainly company, you know. We're three people, we're all widows, we live on our own, and we get to meet people and socialise.
We have a nature too, you know, so everything. So we just thought, you know, just a change.
It's a good village for companionship.
So it sounds like it's got a good community.
Yeah, it's a very good community, but we are an ageing, in a way, community, so these things are so important.
Until 2020, Staveley even had its own care home, the Abbey.
Older people in the village, if one of the partners died and they weren't able to look after their own property, they looked forward to going in the Abbey, you know, because they knew they would be looked after.
For the past 8 years, villagers Dennis and Margaret have been coping with Margaret's dementia.
Things are under control and we're coping, aren't we? Things are in balance at the moment, but that balance could easily be tipped.
And Dennis worries about what the future might bring.
There's been 1 or 2 cases in the village in the last few years where one of the partners has had Alzheimer's or they've been taken very poorly, but they've had to go miles away to be looked after. And obviously, if the remaining partner hasn't got transport or anything like that, they have to travel miles and miles to go and see the loved ones.
So the villagers came up with a proposal to take the home over themselves and transform it.
They had big plans, independent living apartments, step-down beds for people leaving hospital, even some cheap flats for care workers to come and live here and then help people in their own homes. But when they put it to the county council, they said no and put it up for sale.
The council says it's not feasible and the campaigners will be taking on financial risk, but they say they're not naive.
They didn't seem to understand what we were about. They never asked to actually talk to us, discuss with us, talk to the people we've talked to. We realised that this has got to be totally professional, the way that it's done. The big society has something going for it. It's about whole communities getting involved.
That's not the end. Cumbria County Council is disappearing at the end of the month. The new council's agreed to look again at the plans. The campaigners acknowledge it's ambitious, but they're convinced they can make it work. And what they ask is the alternative.
I mean, what do we say to our senior citizens? If they can't find care, they can't get carers because there's a shortage across the board. Tough. Do we say hard luck? Cope as you are? That's not on. That's not on.
Jill Dummigan, BBC North West Tonight, Staveley.